Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Street is Watching. This is my editorial. My name is DJ Slim. This editorial is proudly brought to you by 3ws.mybet.africa. In fact, mybet.africa, YouTube has a mybet.africa TV, and we are giving out the best of the best sports content. We stream it daily, every day from 12 midday. In fact, 12:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. every day, 12:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. That is when we stream the best of the best sports content. Mr. Otabil Sports on Quadia. Make sure you like, subscribe, and then put on the bell notification so that be updated every time. Aqua Blue Mineral Water, Ekain home. Mr. Mama, Aqua Blue Nibio. Oh, Aqua Blue. See the. Mr. Onum Supapa num Aqua Blue Mineral Water. Aqua Blue. Mr. Baby, I'll be Drew Bia, Mama on Subia, and Aqua Blue. I don't even touch it because it's not cool. This video is also proudly brought to you by Jupay, Jupay. Download the app on a photo phone also. And this is what's going to happen. If you use my promo code, Mr. Aqua Blue Nebra, Aqua Blue de what I say, what's my name? Now, download do Jupay now. Now, my promo code now DJ Slim. This is what's going to happen. You're going to get $10 discount on all your transactions. In this editorial, we are back to the board. This is what is happening. Pastor Mensa Otabil. Doctor Neba Ansana Pastor Naba na Pastor Neba Ansana Doctor Naba. Pastor Doctor. Okay, Pastor Doctor Mensa Otabil is in the news. Now, news you know what I'm saying. DNT no womb. Or say we should be bold and marry. In fact, people who don't want to marry, in fact, my article now say you say your head is not working if you think you have to build wealth before marrying. Or see, if you are waiting to be rich before you marry, then your head is not working properly. Just a chance son when you scan son wa warrior. What chance when you scan son wa warrior. That means what do the crown and yet you must have been previous. A Pastor Mensa, Doctor Pastor, or Pastor Doctor Mensa Otabil. Me teniaba, me ba, me more video no. Nafi ya papa and send him. I see a street is what watching. Me ba.
You don't know these streets like we do.
So welcome back. A video that we chanced upon our social media. One doctor. In fact, if I say one for a pastor, is it cool? If it's not cool, forgive me. Well, we chanced on a video of Pastor Dr. Mensa Otabil. Preaching to the congregation. Now, when he was preaching, he made mention of certain things. Social media is not taken kindly. Well, let's watch the video. When we bounce back, I do my editorial on it. Video.
If you are waiting to be rich before you marry, your head is not working. You don't want to marry, but you are sleeping together. What is reserved for marriage? You want it, but you don't want the process. Your head is hurting you. When I was married, my wife would tell you, I didn't have anything. Didn't have a bed, didn't have chair, didn't have cutlery, didn't have plate. The first furniture for our room was benches. Discarded benches from the church. Those days we didn't used to sit on nice chairs, benches, and I improved them by painting them white. But we were together. We prayed together. We believed together. Then we moved from benches. Be bold. Marry. Set the date. If you are afraid of veil, don't veil. If you are afraid of gown, don't gown. If you are afraid of wedding cake, don't cake. Just come to the church office. This is the woman I want, this is the man I want. Do you, I do. Go. That's how it's done.
All right, so welcome back. So according to a full transcript, a graphic online editor, Pastor Mensa Otabil encourages singles, in fact, whether single lady, single guy, to marry without waiting for wealth. Now, the caption or the headlines, a little bit, there are different meanings to it. Just as social media these days, when it comes to issues like this, as of for can be people are so gassed up on a certain level, as will become BR, people just easily get agitated. And I understand that due to economic pressures and all that, in Tiaman for are very wild. So when there's conversation about money, there's conversation about any form of union that requires money as a form of base there, amount for be agitated. So I understand the uproar that comes on social media. However, I would like to have a conversation with our dear pastor that we so much love here in this country. I think times are not the same. He made mention of the fact that on the time, when he got married, they had, in fact, need them, no, down them, na benches are omu sorry, I say. And pair white paint be the far hon now on any wife no motis for them. That is so, it's a touching story that I believe we can shoot one Kuma Wood movie with. It's a very, very, very emotional story. Or Brasha Siena, we can see some movie we can cast Akabeneza, he beat my cast Kojon Cancer, when the person baby Emilia Brobe. No it's a very, very touching story, Pastor. A story near come up. But what you do not understand, and I think you do understand, but you are failing to, adjust yourself with the current system, is that due to economic pressure these days, it cuts across. The impact cuts across, and yet a memang kwan FAC, masu FACB, and it has gotten to the level where a graduate every school the highest form of salary or timinyas when konya adwuma papa bia or them 1,000 now what do you imagine say let's just run this simple calculation and I'll use pick any region and then I can run these maths with you whether it's in Kumasi or it's in Accra or it's in Sunyani. The person might spend close to bare 60 to 80% on the basic needs. Said ya be you beti makwa adwuma the next day in and out transportation obenya aduane di enya hoɔden akwa adwuma food plus obenya kakra kra to credit score gu ne phone so need data kra no the person might spend 80% of the current sika oje on that. And this is not somebody who is trying to go up and above the standard of living and I say be person or this is him or her barely trying to survive. Now, due to this economic pressure, traditionally, the programming of women, almost say they are supposed to be the carers of the house. And I say caretakers of the house. Women are naturally on that level. Although in the Western world, advanced women also bring a certain level of financial support. In fact, even in Ghana, I know certain women who bring financial support also to the family. But naturally, a man is a provider. So imagine a man, obias, or boy, where we school. I feel when you're Juma, you saw 2,000. So you sumo 800 year we are. Oh, yeah, sure, say 200. Maybe to me a kita for or bakra was abefanaba. And in the case where the woman is not even working, and I say afi na oba be pay Juma mumpa, how is it going to work? So the conversation in different folds. So my starting on food and me roll on home kakra. Last hour, I'm the number 2 anchors and nakedness. See, Pastor talked about wealth. Wealth is different from being rich. Wealth is also different from having a substantial amount of money that you can survive on. It's different. So if it's about wealth, then I will side with Dr. Mensa Otabil because wealth is a different type of richness. Wealth is supposed to last even way when you are gone, establishing businesses and establishing a business model that is supposed to take care of the business. Still business. That is a wealth, that type of wealth. And maybe all can yes, I do side with Pastor. So or can't even say being rich. And being rich may define as having enough to take care of yourself and others. And even still have surplus there. Maybe defining this. If Pastor is talking about it on that level, yes, I do side with Pastor. You don't have to be rich before you marry. But what I want to tell you today is that you need to be financially sound. That is, you need to have enough to take care of you. And this is coming from a man's perspective. The institution called marriage hinges on the success of a man. Largely, feminism, it largely depends on the success of a man. Because what a man brings to the table at the end of the day largely largely depends on how successful in fact, it's not even depends. A function of how successful the marriage is. So I want to ask you, I'm breaking it down. Because I've been in fact, I've been in rooms where big men are having conversation. Big men who have married 2 or 3 wives are manning okay. And I've asked some of them, say, na den na etimi masa. I don't say kwakunyeska. Asama kan nyeska. Because money stops all nonsense. Sikano stopu bibia. In an economy where we can't predict even when there's going to be a rise in a friend say dollar, abe affect petrol, na abe affect, we don't even know. Into uji usike biana every month in, month out. Uji biana kwanya our survival of last month na eswate by 10% and now 20%. If you were able to survive on, let's say, 1,000 Ghana cedis last month, opaj this month's salary pepe, sa 1,000 no enso. Because ya tutu kamu afi aba affected tomatoes. Tomato na ko affected watermelon. Na watermelon na It we are sure so for metima kofo bi bad na be come. One thing that is also affecting these things na Emma Pastor M say on share anti-ase ni say that what time no na you were not seeing things that were happening elsewhere in real time. This time the ladies are seeing it. It's called social media. It has given us a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Because comparatively, people look at people now, it's a business. I mean, the marriage ceremony itself has now become a multi-million or multi-billion dollar business. Whereby there are wedding critiques, there are people, just a different venture. And the ceremony alone. Ceremony alone. Ehunehuna boys. Now, edise ehunehuna mu. Unim di entia. Because the girls that they want to marry are constantly on these pages. Mr. Opa, go and check Bella Naija, all these popular Instagram wedding. You never check it, the number, or they comment and I say, don't even listen to what I'm saying. Go there and go check the comment. Never say, all these big wedding Instagram channels, go and check. Comment. So Obano, Oyadao, but a certain type of, she likes it. And it's not her fault that she likes expensive things. It's not her fault. Onya Bonio, for liking expensive things, it's not a crime. But she's seen it throughout and a programming in a certain way. And even the guys, they've seen it because say wedding now, because on a man and mema. So guys have also seen it. To them, if you don't do a wedding ceremony up to a certain level, it doesn't as a won't express it as a one no. Oh yen krum hani I think of bro muko bo busy ade kware. We yenti baby. As a county be. Now then, what will make a man want to go and borrow money for a wedding ceremony? What will make ask yourself? Then bema yes, sir. If not for the pressures that are associated with it. Sa pressure no. I think Pastor was lucky enough to have found a woman or a lady who understands that. But me say in 2024, even otiase na oye me say phone na kwahwe so subscribe to sa wedding yinibia Instagram channels nibia. Phone wakohwe bi nko ade a esenitrim. Unless say the nyame be kana koma and say ono akasa naturally ono so that mentality say ono so pay that okay yes a bar fair enough and bar no like you know we have ladies like that. I'm not saying that they are not in existence. We have some of them. But the pressure that social media exert on it, and the fun part is sometimes it may not even be them. So to name mami bino, who say was an about wedding a certain level, ne papa be abusuafo no who say these days you can't enter into certain houses looking as in a certain way. Pastor, enye yi. If you be mu ho a yenko ho enka se nyame chen ebe yi debi enye yi. Omo ntwema. Because papa bi atras na mtime ka me baba na ma bon ho ka bebrebe se a wo me ba o baba fa no wo kra wo life kra wo nyina yi, then I'll hand my daughter over to you. Are you mad? So pastor nsema kind of there, yeah, waka, but me ka say emfa disrespectful. But tell be a review no kakra wo bra form. It seems all top to do like calm down. Bra down, ebebusa said down or form to say. No, there is a reason why boys or girls today are not getting into the friends and marriage ceremony and as a marriage institution. The whole concept itself, some have even started doubting it. Pastor Sonima may catch you. Some have started doubting the whole concept of marriage. Even cohabitation, the concept of cohabitation, say, my worry won't you say me no tina demo ba ko ne. People have started doubting it too. Say, hey, say me da now da me chen. The bias ha nti sa na e be da ko pim se ba ko bewu. People have started doubting it. Pastor say onima may catch all. The concept itself, if the main ideology or idea can ho say, oh, the icing on the cake would be procreation. Say be ambe wo na generation beto ato aso a. People would rather want to now have babies outside or be wo na ote maybe we okay. Or be hwe ne ba na hwe girl no o mo tran baby we okay with that. Pastor ekoso enye me na was me catch your back say ko ba down pa ne boys na any girls na wo so no youth wing no edi nkomo one on one yi omo mutimi yi free ma. I'm sure they will tell you. They need to voice it out and tell you that it's not easy. For them, they were not so lucky because if you do backtracking of the Gen Zs, right? What they age they're supposed to right now be around 28, the 25 to 20, 29, maximum 30. For a group of people, no, net internet time and internet be free. You realize that their life is heavily influenced by internet. Oh, they've seen the royal wedding, oh. Chama royal wedding, oh. They know everything associated with it. But then, that is what they want. But the best I say in my pastor say, Pastor, that's near futu. System numu aye kakra. The emujwa, or the befa futu nafi. Yahwesi beti me di abobra. If me DJ Slim, come into the comment section and let me know what you think on this one. Pastor Mensa Otabil or say oye wa adwen say o twen so benyeska ansa no waware that means utini ho ene for now asaka tini ho that is this kwagu na na dwodwere magahene ena also munyina utini ho some trace benyeska you wish your flip side ho keep it real because street is always what watching.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We show.